Get your vitamin D right here with me and get excited about your life.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? I'm Dawn Dai, and I am the host of the Vitamin D podcast, the very thing that you are listening right now. So I hope you better buckle up, because it's time to live life on purpose and for a purpose, because you about to get excited about your life. If this is your first time, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Now, I hope you enjoy yourself so much that you like and you share this and you subscribe it. You know, vitamin D is all about in the source of giving, okay? And then when you give, you just start to reflect, because we just got this whole light synergy going on. But let me be clear. I say this before and I'll say it again. Vitamin D sheds light on the good and the bad, okay? Because if you want to be better, you want to do better, heck, you got to see better. And I don't know about you, but I can see better when the lights are on. I can see what's coming at me. I can see what I've passed. And more so, I'm not confused about what I think I see. That whole thing about fear, that whole false evidence appearing real. And I think that's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk about how you got to do it scared. You've heard the acronym FEAR, false evidence appearing real, the whole notion of how it's an illusion. Well, here's the thing. Without the explanation, the definition of how we define fear, if we just were to look at it as an emotion, could you really tell the difference between fear and excitement? I mean, your blood pumps. You might lose your train of thought. Sometimes it may shake you up when you're frozen for a second, or you might run for the hills. What's the difference? What's the difference? Well, I guess it depends on what you put behind it, but this is what I want to say to you. If you're feeling fear, or you're experiencing fear, or you have this illusion of fear that's standing in front of you, I want to encourage you. Run towards it. Because guess what? The only reason why you're fearing is because you have this idea that you may not make it. But you're a winner. Okay, listen, Dawn, you're so dramatic. Oh my gosh, you're so extra. What do you mean I'm a winner? You're just saying that you wouldn't be here right now. Do you know it's like millions of the homies that try to surpass you, to take your place in the existence of your body right now, that didn't have the stamina as a spermling? I just made that up. A spermling to make it to the egg. So you get in these moments where you self-doubt yourself, or you allow fear to get in yourself as if you haven't already conquered, you haven't already achieved, you haven't dreamed, and all is waiting on for you to believe. And then after you do that, you sit back and you receive. But you can only get there until you surpass this whole thing of fear and being scared. But then you say you want to be great. So you're going to have to make a choice. Because this is what I think. Oftentimes we step in this moment of fear, right? And we feel this frustration. The only reason why you're feeling this frustration is because you told yourself this narrative that you wanted something exceedingly and abundantly, but then you didn't realize the capacity it was going to take for you to hold it. So then what happens? You find yourself in disarray and confusion, this whole frustration, because you've told yourself that you wanted something. However, your actions aren't being a reflection of it. So then it's like, what's going on? Woe is me, but not realizing the very thing that stopped you is what you'll need to propel you. Did you catch what I said? The very thing that's stopping you, if you change your viewpoint, you change your perspective, use it as the very thing that will propel you. Because it's one thing about fear. Fear will remind you of where you don't want to be. And you may not have the whole portrait, painted out, and it may not be displayed on a billboard right there on Hollywood Boulevard, but you have an idea of where you don't want to be. And sometimes half the battle is just knowing what you don't want. Because if you see it, you know that you're not going in that direction. So, hey, if we look at fear in a situation and do something while we're scared, why don't we run something towards what we want? You can't say that you can't have it and then it's not yours because you're already a winner and you're here. Plus, if we talk about being great, it has to happen outside of your comfort zone because you're asking for something more than what you have right now. So, of course, it's going to require more. It's going to require your imagination to see exceedingly beyond right now. So you got to do it while you're scared. What are you waiting for? You know you're going to die, right? Huh? You know that you're going to die, right? So why won't you live while you're still alive? Don't you know that you're worth it and that you deserve it? Tick tock. Tick tock. It's the most valuable thing that doesn't stop. Tick tock. What are you waiting on? Tick tock. Your dreams are waiting on you. It's so interesting, we think about life and we think about sometimes how we're afraid to move forward. And it's almost like we sit there waiting for someone else to save us. Who gonna save you, boo? Nobody's gonna want whatever it is that you want more than you. Catch what I'm saying. Why would somebody want something more than what you would want for you? Because they aren't even you to know why it is that you want or whatever it is that you need for you. So that's why I'm saying you got to do it scared. You got to run towards it because I'm telling you, you're worth it. And if you are feeling scared about something, that's a good thing. That means you're growing. Hey, we understand it when we're working out. You're consistently trying to get your breath. Your muscles are sore because things are stretching. Things are being broken so they can come back together piece by piece so that you can experience piece by piece. You dig what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's what it takes for you to realize in your life is what you want and how you're going to get it. But you got to do it while you're scared. You got to do it with one step in front of the other. One step in front of the other. Stop second guessing it. Here's the thing. Oftentimes you might even find yourself in this moment of feeling afraid, perhaps any scarcity or lack. But why do you think the vision came to you? Why do you think that you have that urge inside of you? Because you want more, right? So give it to yourself. Gift that to yourself. Be so present in your now that either you're aware of what you do want or what you don't want and move towards it. You can't sit back and watch your life play before you. You got to take the role and be the star in your film. The Academy Award goes to, the Emmy Award goes to, the Tony Award goes to, the Grammy Award goes to you. Let me spell it out for you. Y-O-U. You can't even spell out you without even seeing you. So how you gonna do anything or be of anything that ain't you, boo? So I gotta ask you, what do you want? What do you want to do? How long is it gonna take you? I ask people about their dreams and what they want to do, and it's always this excuse, I'm not ready. I was just telling my assistant, Jeremiah, we're going through videos right now of me just putting vitamin D together. And I just went back in an episode with J. Anthony Brown. Shout out to J. Anthony Brown. I appreciate you. I probably wouldn't even be sitting here doing this to this extent without J. Anthony Brown. J. Anthony Brown, he found I had this podcast. He said, did you ask everybody on the show? He said, there's no reason why you should be doing this, and you haven't asked anybody. Thank you, J. Anthony Brown. But let me get back to the story. So, Jeremiah, we're going through the video, of course, because we're getting everything together for the YouTube channel. Soon it's going to be on every digital platform worldwide. But we're going through the content so that we can fill up our YouTube page. Dawn Dai Speaks on YouTube. It's everything vitamin D. And looking at the footage, I got back to J. Anthony Brown. I started out, oh my gosh, I had these big old headphones on. I'm sitting in the closet And my nerves are so shot, but in a good way, out of excitement. You can literally see the sweat dripping down my neck. And I'm watching the video. I'm like, Dawn, are you going to wipe the sweat? Like, you feel the sweat. We all see the sweat. But my whole point in bringing that to you is that I didn't have everything figured out. Everything wasn't together. But look at me now. Check out the episode I got up on the YouTube channel with 𝘸𝘪𝘵𝘢. Check it out what I did with the 2 actors from Saints and Sinners. Dawn Dai is coming. You know, I mentioned this in the episodes. I talked about a quote from F.E.A.R about how your location is not your destination. Oftentimes, I feel that fear gets in the way because we're so focused on everything that's surrounding us that we lost focus on what the actual vision is. The vision of what it is that you want. Have your dream be a parallel to your reality. And understanding if you want your reality to reflect that of the dream, that they're going to have to take steps to make it the reality. You can't sit here in the frustration of being frozen because you can't understand why you feel all this inside of you, but you're scared. So you've decided not to. And now you've watched your life play out in understanding, or let me say this, have a lack of understanding why you aren't feeling fulfilled, why you don't feel that you are the star of your movie. This is your movie and your life. Who else better to direct it than you? Who else better than to choose your scenes? Write your lines? You. Who's going to show up to the red carpet to promote the film, to promote the project? Who? You have to make the decision to do that. And you have to understand that having it all figured out, that's not always the case. And sometimes you need that fear to push you to get to where you want to be. Where do you want to be? See, when I ask myself that, I think of not only where, but who and what and how. Kind of like the who, what, where, when, how, when you just think about any project that you're putting together. And for me, the basis of being a conduit of inspiration, and I want to be like the light. You cannot outcast the light because the light is meant to shine. So, and the light gonna shine across the world. So when you ask Dawn Dai, that's the vision for it. It's for everyone to be a beacon of light so they can be edified. So when they see vitamin D, it's a reflection of who they are. May your dreams be a reflection of your reality. You can't sit scared and locked up forever. Hey, we gonna be locked up perhaps in a box? Shoot, in an urn? Or be scattered, but locked up in a state where you cannot move. So why don't you move while you still can? Where all this energy is just moving through your body. Can you move it? Do that for yourself. So the next time that you got fear staring you in the face, you got to let it know you ain't got nothing on me. Because you're a real one and you're a bad one. And guess what? I believe in you. And I hope you do too. Okay, that was just me just going off because I just felt that on my spirit. There's times that I've known that I felt scared. And I mean, it's so annoying because I pride myself on being able to take a jump and to do things. But I realize that as we get older, we have this whole notion where we entertain fear. And perhaps, you think about a child and, the prized place is to have a mind and a heart like a child because they're just so daring. They don't have anything that, apprehends them from being just free and alive. But interesting enough, as we get older, we find ourselves separating as that child. So when you find yourself getting moments of scared and in despair, it's all right. But now as an adult, you have to understand that you have to stand in that and make the choice to push through. So when I ask you, are you ready? Are you? Well, that's it for your dose of vitamin D. I want you to be sure to follow me on all social media at Dawn Dai Speaks. And I want you to also feel free to shoot me an email if you want to be a guest. If you need some advice, email vitamindi@DawnDaiSpeaks.com. Okay? I can't wait to hear from you. Well, it's time for me to get out of here. Make sure you stay walking in love and light and your truth and just being who you are. Live your life on purpose and for a purpose. And always remember, you are your greatest asset.